Welcome back, Gaming with King family, to another F1 Clash video. And yes, we are now live on update 31. Should be available now in all stores, all shops. So go check your store if you haven't gotten the update yet, and get your game updated to update 21. All right. Also, while we're in the settings menu here showing you the update 21, remember to support a content creator, settings community, support a creator, and type in gaming with King to support this channel. Really appreciate you guys for all your support. All right, so we're going to be looking around update 21, see if we can see any of the new tokens. So we haven't seen any appear in our spinner so far, and we are already at a pit pass maximum, so we're not going to be seeing any in the pit pass until we hit that new pit pass in about 7 days. All right, so we're going to be jumping into our GP qualifiers here, as this is a GP qualifiers video with a look around update 31 as well. And we're going to be jumping in here to the Champions GP, and we want to take a look at the gameplay in the GP events for the Champions GP here. So let's go jump into our first race at Suzuka and see how the gameplay looks. Here we go for our first race on Japan. At the end of the video, we're also going to be taking a look at the Monaco track, where it's currently located in the game and stuff like that. So P21, P22 for us, and we're going to be jumping in here. All right, so we're going to go softs into mediums, mediums into hard. So we're going to do a 2-stop with one driver, 1-stop with one driver. We're going to do the 2-stop with our Alonso, as he has the better race start. And we're going to give him the cuppa, and we're going to increase or Leclerc's race start with the Harold boost and see if we can make up some places. We also want to take a look at the pits. We want to test the fast start method as well to see how that performs. So perfect start from our Alonso. We're going to give him the fast start method, see if that improves his position gain. Nope, so he's a little bit stuck there as he tries to get a launch. All right, so fast start method seems to be now over, as we see no huge improvement from our drivers. So I guess now that's officially fixed. Nice pickup from Alonso though. Is that because of the fast start method? Nah, that's because he's on the soft tires at the start. All right, and we see the medium tires there. So we're not seeing the overtaking and defense mechanism that we were supposed to be seeing. Right there, you should have seen an attacking fail popping up from Honor Leclerc. You should have seen attack and fail and an X popping up. So we didn't see that. We should have seen attack with a sticky on our Alonso there as he overtake Verstappen. We didn't see that. So I guess that's going to be coming in at a later date. Now we're going to go to pit here to some medium tires and do a quick 2-stop. We want to see how the pit is looking, how the blockage is looking in the pits, or nobody's coming into pit with us. So we're the only car in pit there. All right, so we have a few cars in pit with us, and they blocked us. So still blocking is still in there. Blocking didn't go anywhere. The blocking didn't really go anywhere. Let's boost here. Give our Leclerc a little bit of boost. We're going to be going for 3 to 4 on hards for our Leclerc. Now we want to test the power of the boost as well, as that was supposed to be getting an adjustment. Aren't changed. So we're in behind Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg pit's box is way ahead of us. Let's boost by pit here, and he's on his way out in front of us. All right, we're back out behind Nick De Vries. The pit exit was not slowed there, so that was a major plus there. We didn't see a massive slow at the pit exit there, so that was a good plus. All right, we're gonna keep going and charge our power unit, because we're gonna be going back for soft tires for the final stint. So we want to boost by pit here with both drivers. See if we can pick up some places with or Alonso. Now we're going to put in is go to pit orders for softs with no servicing. As our Leclerc fights to keep his position in P19. Give him a little bit of support to hold it. And he's stuck in the back. Now he's up the side of Bottas, still behind Albon. And we're going to now boost or Alonso. Use some of that power unit. See if we see any major difference in the term of the boost that we get from the power unit. Boost by pit now with or Leclerc. Nice boost by pit burn there from Leclerc. And here comes now Alonso on his softs. Should be in between a set of hards and mediums. So we should be able to pick up some position by Bottas there. Squeeze here. Alright, so hopefully we don't see any team orders as it's two cars in front. Now we get past, or Leclerc gets past. One lap to go. We're going to boost past Zoe. No, we could not get Zoe there. We're going to give support to Leclerc as we try to attempt to pass Zoe. So once again, we see no overtaking up straights as our driver tucks in behind Zoe. What tires is Zoe on? He's on mediums. Now we squeeze by him. Now to give some boosts to or Alonso to get him to team orders Leclerc. So we're still seeing a little bit of lag in team ordering. So there's a little bit of lag in team ordering there. Just a little bit of lag though. It's not as perfect, but these two cars suffering a breakdown and we slammed into the back of them for some strange reason. Why would we slam into the back of the cars that are suffering a breakdown? Alright, so 20 points there. Fairly matched, I would say. He has the higher team score, but fairly matched. Let's jump into the next race. We're also going to be taking a look at that to see how our matches are. And we still see AI is getting 2.3 seconds in the pits up here in Champions GP, which is pretty tough. Let's jump into the next race. Here we go for our next race. We're on Australia. Let's see what we could do here. And where we qualify 2023. So it seems like we've dropped out of our 16 to 23 range, but we're still in that 23 range anyways. All right, now this is a good decision. How long is the rain going to be? How long is it going to take for the rain to come in is the question here. We have to ask ourselves, do we want to go double soft 2 laps? All right, so we're going to go mediums with Alonso just to protect ourselves in case the rain doesn't come as quickly. Man, it was a quick coming rain. Should have gone for double softs. All right, let's go. We want to go with the fast start method to see if our drivers make up any places. All the inside was open for Leclerc. He took advantage and moves up to P16. All right, now up to P14. Alonso kind of in P20, trying to make his way here. All right, so we're gonna cut down here in the jam, cut down here, and then we'll just boost back off to pick up some position, cut back down, and then we'll cut these off so we don't lose any place. Now we want to take a quick look at tires. So we have hards in front of our softs on Yuki Tsunoda. We just see Hamilton overtake on the straight, so that's interesting. Maybe we can now overtake up straights. Who knows? Hamilton just did it. Gonna give support here. He got the overtake, cut back down. Don't want to burn our tires down too much as we want to do another lap on these softs. And we have the softer compound, so we should squeeze back in front of Lewis Hamilton. Right, so we didn't get to squeeze back in front of Lewis, so we're gonna go for another set of soft tires on our Leclerc for a two-stop strategy. Can we get 5 on hards? It's 4 on wet, so wet is what we're gonna be going for. Now here is the question. Let's cut down to conserve and see if we can make it to pit if we see the percentage slow. Nope. So apparently the percentage is still running as if it was on mediums. Yeah, we're gonna go around. I wanted to squeeze in my Alonso as well there, but we'll just go around and put him in for wets as Leclerc comes. So we still want to see if it's 26% is where wet tires is going to be taking that effect as well. Alright, so there goes the plume. So yep, still 26% is where wet tires are taking their full effect. And we're stuck on Zoe on regular tires. We could just boost by. So to overtake cars on regular tires is still not smooth. Hutch did say that they're going to bring in a feature to have those cars on regular tires kind of be holding a pace or move to the side of the track on a specific speed. But currently we are seeing them still holding up the line, the race line, even though they're on regular tires and should be moved to the side. We still see them holding up the race line, taking their very own time to lose their positions and defending their positions, which shouldn't be the case. We should be able to pass because we are on the faster compound. There's no way in real Formula 1 there's going to be a car on a wet track on hard tires and the wet tires are going to get stuck behind them. No way. The wet tires are just going to speed past like they're not even there. So that should be the case in the game as well. We should be able to just speed pass on wrong tires. As long as you're on the wrong tire and the track conditions are right for wet conditions, you should move to the side. Your car should be moving to the side like you're suffering a breakdown. That's how it should be, or how it could be, but it's not. Alright, so we're going to line up ourselves now to go to pit. We're going to come in with no servicing. And we're going to just bring in both drivers. I think we did 4 laps with our Alonso, so we don't need to bring him back to pit. We just need to try and save some of his tires. So we'll cut him down to conserve here and try to save some tires as the rival pulls up with his Hamilton. Good defense from Alonso there. And we're going to boost now in our Leclerc from there. He's going to be making a no servicing stop. While Alonso is going to be going to finish, so we could just boost him on from there. I didn't even notice it was the last lap. So we should have made that stop with our Leclerc from lap 6. No worries, Alonso is here to make up some places where he can. Overtaking seems a lot more smoother in terms of when you're on boost. Your car seems to be moving through and picking up some places. They're not flying through, but they are making up some places instead of getting stuck on behind cars that they shouldn't be stuck behind. Alright, so we got a nice 19 points in that one. We'll take it. So the gameplay seems improved. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell any lie. It's a very improved gameplay, and I'm liking it. And overtaking seems a little bit more possible. And you don't see your driver slamming too much. It still happens where your driver slams into the back of other cars. It still happens, but it's not as much as we used to seeing it. Here we go for our next race on Jeddah. So this is our 3rd match, and it's the 3rd match of us being behind on team score. Not by a lot though, just by a small margin. The rival seems to be better than us on team score, just by a small margin, not by a lot, so I can live with that. Alright, so we see Alonso. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Ooh, 36% weather. So it's very hot here at Saudi Arabia for this race. So be mindful of that. Let's see if we can go fast start method with Alonso, fast start method with Leclerc. See if we make up some positions. So it seems to me next race we're not going to be doing any fast start method, and we're going to see if our drivers make up some place, because it seems like we are making up some places with the fast start method. It's just how it seems to me. We're going to cut down here because we want to go for the maximum amount of laps without running out of tires. But yeah, it definitely seems to me that we did make up some place with the fast start method, though the soft tires start is very powerful, so it could be that and not necessarily the fast start method. But because we're putting it on, we can't see the difference. Ooh, Alonso is looking burnt here, so we're gonna have to cut him down to conserve to see how far he can go on conserve, and then we're gonna switch to the mediums at his pit stop. We're gonna have to switch to the mediums at his pit stop because the temperatures are pretty high here. This is why I've cut him down to conserve. Now, this is where you're gonna see the thing that I'm talking about with the tires percentage. The same position that he would have run out right down the bottom below the corner here is where he would have run out if he was on regular driving, is basically the same position, or barely a little bit of position in front is where he's normally gonna run out. He would have run out if he's on regular driving, is where he's running out if he's on conserve, is where I find it very alarming in that case, where we're not seeing any major difference in terms of tire percentage loss to whether it's on conserve or it's on regular driving. Alright, so we're going to bring him in, Leclerc, for some soft tires. Let's boost him on in there. Still watching the temperatures have now dropped to 27 degrees, so we can now fire up our Alonso down the straight here. As our Leclerc got blocked in the pits. So we are not seeing too much of that slow when we exit the pit. That's really good, because the AIs weren't suffering as real players were. And we're gonna bring in our Alonso now for some hard tires and boost him from there. In we go with Alonso, and we see a better tire degradation now from Leclerc coming around on his softs, which he's going to go for our final pit stop with softs with no service in here. And our Alonso back out in P22. So the pit exit definitely a lot better. Still having the blockage in the pits. Guess they're not going to get away from the blockage in the pits unless they go back to 2019 2020 method, where it was ghosting in the pits, where cars will just go through cars in the pit. So if a car was going in slow and you were going in fast, your car would just speed through that car and enter your pit box with ghosting. That's the only way they're gonna alleviate the blockage that we see in the pits. We're gonna boost by here, temperatures back up, so we want to also pay attention to that. We have back higher temperatures, so we're gonna have to cut down our Leclerc to conserve and not boost him for the final portion here. And so we're gonna keep it going. Currently P14, P19 as we let it go. Right, so we're about to start our final lap, and we want to pass anybody who's going to be in pits. We're not going to boost our Leclerc because we want him to make it back to the line. However, Alonso could take a little bit of boost. As Leclerc now up to P17, P13 for Alonso. And we're looking good. We're looking good. For a track like Jeddah that we always suffer at because of the pit stop, it's looking very good. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay seems fair now. It seems fair. It seems good to me. I'm not gonna lie, it seems a lot improved. I can't say it's not. I have to give them credit. It seems improved as our Leclerc runs out, as we boost to try to make the line before these two pass. They got us. Ooh, Leclerc didn't even make the line. Alright, so back in P19 is where Leclerc made the line. But it seems improved. It seemed improved to me, I'm not lying. The gameplay seems improved. Alright, so one more match. And we've noted all 3 races. We've been just below the team score. So who knows if that's a thing now, where you're just going to be below the team score of your rival. Who knows? Alright, here we go for our final race of the video, and once again we're just below the rival on team score. So maybe that's a new thing, where you're going to be getting a much fairer race with a lot less glitch and so on, but you're just going to be just below the team score of the rival. Who knows, maybe. Right, let's go for the one stop and see how that works out for us here, leaving the soft tires out of this one. Alright, so we said we weren't going to do fast start method here, but we see Alonso race start pushing him forward, which is very nice. Alright, so you can see that Alonso made up some positions, and it wasn't because of the fast start method, but because of his high race start stats. Alright, so though he got out qualified by our Leclerc, because Leclerc has a better qualifying stats than Alonso, Alonso got a better race start than Leclerc, especially with the extra race start boost. Alright, let's see what tires is Ocon on. Medium, so we're gonna have to defend our position. Let's cut down up the straight because there's no overtaking on straights, and we can boost back up in the corners to try and defend as we squeeze Alonso in front of Magnussen. As the rival now pulls up behind us with his Stroll, he's gonna pass. No fighting that. Boost through here so we don't lose too much position under the jam. You boost back through. So yeah, I'm definitely liking the gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, and our drivers feel a lot more freer. You know, the drivers are not feeling like they're being held back by some strange force. Alright, so we overtake Sonoda right at the beginning of the straight there. That's rare. Normally don't see overtakes happening up the straight, but right at the beginning we got the overtake. So I'm definitely liking it. I'm not gonna lie, I am definitely giving the gameplay of this update a 10 out of 10 right now. I'm definitely feeling this gameplay. My drivers feel a lot freer. You know, they're responding to the boost power could be a lot better, as you don't really see a major difference in terms of boosting. It could be a lot better, in my opinion. The power of the boost could be a lot better. We could go back to ghosting in the pits to avoid getting blockage, and as you see again, really nice exit. We don't see any slowing down on the exit, so it's looking good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely liking the gameplay that we're seeing here. I'm definitely liking the new feel of the race as well. Definitely liking it. Let me know down in the comments if you would rather Hutch going back to ghosting in the pits so your cars don't get blocked up, or if you rather it stay the way it is right now in the pits, where blockage is the #1 thing. Yeah, your driver seems to be more reactive to you giving them boosts to get an overtake done. Instead of them just slamming into the back, they seem more reactive, more quickly to push to get the overtake done. That's how they feel to me. And they feel a lot more freer, in my opinion. Yeah, they feel a little bit more freer to me. So a big, massive improvement to the gameplay here for me on this one. Let's give some support to Alonso, see if he can squeeze up the inside. Then we cut him down there to kind of use him to block off Leclerc. Let him burn down some of that power unit. Now he's on us. We're going to defend, as there was no overtaking up the straight, so we didn't lose any position on the straight. But he can get us in the corners where we got Gasly. We could just cut back down there to save. Now let's boost or Leclerc by pit, picking up that position. And Stroll on softs. We're going to keep the boost on our Leclerc here to see if he can defend Lance Stroll. And we'll just boost our Alonso to try and hold his position and see if he can sneak into any more position. Alright, so we didn't manage to hold off Stroll, but we upped the inside of Yuki Tsunoda or Alonso on his way, moving up to P7 here. So overall, a great drive from Alonso with his race start. So you guys now see the maximum power of race start in the game. And once again, we see a car suffering a breakdown, blocking up cars that are not suffering a breakdown, and we just edged him at the line there for P17 finish. So overall, a great drive from our drivers there. Alright, so we're going to be jumping in game to take a look. So if it's the case we are getting now rivals with a little bit of team score above us, but we get the gameplay fairer and a little more freer like it is now, I would definitely take that over me having the more team score and the game is just fully blockage, completely blockage. So our drivers are now free to race, I would put it, than in previous versions where our drivers were basically getting stuck a lot. And I used to complain about it, but people probably think I was mad. Anyway, okay, so I think Series 9 is where we're going to be seeing Monaco. And then we have Spain. We're going to look for the changes on the Spain track. We're just going to look. We're not going to try to race on them. But I'm on my way to Series 9 right now. Need 366 flags. I'll get there soon enough. And there it is, Monaco. Back in the game. Can't wait to get on to Monaco. To get a drive there. Let me see the Spanish track. Here it is, Barcelona. So there's some changes there as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So far the update feels nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like the freedom that my drivers are currently having. I don't feel they're not feeling stuckish to me compared to what we had, where I am telling you they were stuck in, and it's like this force was just holding them back compared to the rest of the team, the rest of the pack. But now we see them now bursting out and pushing forward, making up some positions, making moves, and we see them. Nice, we got some rover. We were looking for that the entire sprint racing event and we got none. But we got some here. All right. So overall, a great feeling update for us, and I expect the next Spit Pass we'll see some power-ups, and probably on our next spinner we'll see some power-ups as well. So yeah, that's basically gonna be it for this one. Let me know how the update feels to you guys down in the comments below. And yeah, that's basically gonna be it for this one. And if you did not know, it's Force Update Day, so if you haven't gotten the update already, you definitely have it available now in your shop. You have to update the game now. Alright, so go ahead and get your updates done. And that's basically going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Remember to smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Shout out Christopher Graves.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love.